thought I share like some of the experience which I did with Mini C++ for the online world. And I'm basically, having started last year an online user group with Mini C++, and this is what this talk is about. And so this online user group, of course, hosts talks, but I think that everyone knows already that user groups host talks. That's kind of boring. So I want to talk more about the fairs which we started experimenting with at Mini C++. So here, that's the user group, and it all started with Remo, and Remo had those tables, and I wanted to see if we could make those tables, which are normally just there for the breaks, like the main con. Like, is there a format which utilizes that and only that? And that's how the fairs were born. And we first tried it with job fairs, which is pretty successful. And this is the first job fair in 2021, which you see in March, where we had 10 companies attend in Remo. And for the results of the last job fair in September, I've just published yesterday on my blog some of the statistics like I've done for the previous one also, and you can compare between them. It's quite an interesting audience which shows up to those. And if you're looking for C++ developers as a company, it's definitely worth attending the job fair. And the next one is after my conference in November, mid-November. But also I thought the community wants to learn and not everyone wants to have a job. So what about tools and tooling? So that's how the tool fair got born. And since the last edition in October, the tool fair actually is also a book fair. So I want to thank Matt Gottpold for being at all of those tool fairs and book fairs, and he's also attending the next one, which will be at the conference itself. And for the first book fair, I emailed all the book authors which are registered at Mini C++, and Bjarne came on his own. I really thank you, Bjarne. That was really cool. And shout out to all the other folks that came to the different fairs which I organized in the last year of the group. And that's like a preview for the conference that will be hosted on the conference. I think some of the sponsors will join us for that still. And this is how this looks today. The Remo license, which actually was acquired by Phil and backed by CppC and other conferences and organizations like my own, has expired. And I've been looking for a different platform which is able to host all those formats, which has a configurable lounge. And at the conference, the lounge will just simply be where you hang out, and it's like the hallway track. And in the fairs, that's basically the main point where everyone is in the lounge, and you can hop from table to table. And it works even a bit better than it is in Remo. Remo was kind of a bit of a pain there. And on the other side, you see just how Hubilo looks. It's like one platform for everything. You have the lounge, you have the agenda, and you host the talks there. And it's a pretty good feeling to be there and to meet online with everyone. So I want to invite you to join our community. There is a meetup icon on the website from myself, but if you just type in meetup.minicp.com, you're forwarded to the meetup page for this group. And I hope you have some time to join us and attend our fairs and attend the talks, the evenings. And of course, always speakers are welcome. If you find some time to prepare a talk or have a talk. Next Tuesday, we have the next talk actually by Daisy Holman, which will give her CppCon talk. And then I am probably planning to have the big anniversary in December, because the last minute, it's now 10 years that kind of the events started happening that led to meeting C++. And one of them is in October that I gave to one of my staff members a drive home from Essen to Düsseldorf. And in that time, we kind of, talked on starting the user group in Düsseldorf, which then happened in December in Düsseldorf. And that basically is one of the roots that led to Meeting C++ being founded half a year later. Okay, and that's all and everything. I want to thank you for listening.